need to keep them down so that people can see. We had several people that before commented that it's difficult, so thank you. It's an honor to be able to recognize these students to our superintendent and our school board as students who are in good standing and have completed all of the requirements for a Nyssa High School diploma. Everything from getting the right number of credits to community service to doing their careers presentations to paying their fees and fines to everything else that I've been harassing them about for the last, well, all year. I always get emotional at graduation as I reflect on their individual stories. Yes, as optimistic as I try to be as freshmen, I thought, oh my goodness, will they make it? Part of that was because they started their freshman year online, and it wasn't until halfway through the year that I got to see their faces and get to know them. And so at that time, it was, will they make it? What can we do as a school? And what a success for them, but also a big shout out for our staff that made that happen, and for each of you for loving these students. They have shown daily courage and determination. I admire each of them for reaching this goal. Today, I would like to acknowledge a few of our graduates that did not only just overcome challenges, but went on to thrive. One of these groups is our valedictorians and salutatorians. Valedictorians and salutatorians. At Nyssa High School, valedictorian is awarded to those students with the highest GPA who are also members of the National Honor Society and who qualify for an honors diploma. As I read their names, as I read your names, please stand and remain standing. And those in the audience, please wait until they're all standing for your applause. Our class of 2024 valedictorians in alphabetical order are Austin Baker, Ambry Draper, Sabrina Estevez, London Hartley, Brenna Kessler, Dawson Richards, Alicia Van Meter, and Belle Wagstaff. Let's hear an applause for these students. If I can have you just stay standing, thank you. The salutatorian is the student who, after the valedictorians, has the next highest GPA. Our class of 2024 salutatorian is Clarissa Arizmendi. We admire the efforts of each of these students, and here in a few minutes, they're going to have a chance to talk to us. But for now, if they can just keep standing. What I love about each of these students is that they're not only scholars that got a 4.0 and took advanced classes, they are inspirational role models to each of our other students and to us on staff. And so I truly appreciate each one of them. Some of our graduates have also excelled in our athletics program. At this time, any athlete who has placed in state during their 4 years of high school, please stand and remain standing. Okay. There you go. I hesitated because some of those state placers were also my valedictorians, and yeah. Some of our graduates have also placed in state in our various extracurricular activities, including FBLA, BPA, FFA, band, choir, and HOSA. If you have placed in state in any of these competitions, please also stand. Some of our graduates have also completed CT certifications in welding, nursing assistant, phlebotomy, or other certifications. If I've missed any of those, please join the group by standing. As you can see, we have many truly amazing students in the Nyssa High School class of 2024. It has been a blessing and honor to work with these students. They will be missed. We thank each of them for inspiring others to follow in their same path, and all of you at this time can be seated. So, graduating seniors, yeah, this is when I get emotional. So, you've put up with me, you've listened to me for 4 years, and I get one chance to leave a final message. It's simple and it's short. My final message to you is no matter how far success takes you, always remember the lessons you learned as a Bulldog while attending Nyssa High School. Here are 3 of those important lessons. First, please remember the importance of perseverance and determination to overcome life's challenges. Never give up on pursuing your goals and dreams. Remember that you get to write your story. And today, that story is one of courage, success, and perseverance. And I can't wait to read the next chapter. Second, remember that to be successful, you have to show up, do your best, and not stop until you're proud. Always do your best every moment of every day. And lastly, always remember those who have made a difference in your life and apply that gratitude to making our world a better place. The world needs your light, your goodness, and your love. With those last 3 lessons, I wish you the best on your new journey. Class of 2024, congratulations. You have made us proud. We will now hear from our valedictorians.
I am valedictorian Dawson Richards. As I stand on this stage today, I feel obligated to greet this student body and my fellow graduates with the comforting words I rehearsed every morning for 2 years as morning announcer. So I will begin with the few words I hope many of you find familiar. Good morning, Nyssa Bulldogs. Today is Sunday, May 26th. Lunch for today is success. Upcoming events, the future. As we look to the future, it's vital that we don't forget our past. The memories we've made and the experiences we've had here play huge roles in who we are today. Today is the end of an era and the start of a new one. As we move on, it's important to cherish the memories we've made and be ready to make new ones as well. We have so much life left to live, so many memories to make, so many lessons to learn, and so much potential untapped. We are meant for great things, class of 24. Our future is bright. Change is never easy, but it is necessary, and we are so ready for it. So for the final time, have a blessed day, Bulldogs.
Good afternoon, parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and everyone else who came out to support the Nyssa High School class of 2024. Many valedictorian speeches of the past start out something like this. 4 years ago, at the start of our freshman year, we all walked through the high school doors for the first time, excited, nervous, or outright terrified, maybe even a combination of those emotions. But for the class of 2024, we didn't walk through the high school doors. We tried to navigate hallways on our new hallways on our first day of school. We opened up our Chromebooks and logged onto a Zoom meeting. Then the next day, we did it again, sadly. Day after day, we experienced freshman year through the less than stellar webcams on our Chromebooks, many of which didn't make it. But even though most of our Chromebooks didn't make it, we did. We made memories, learned lessons in and out of the classroom. Some of us probably learned not to procrastinate, but some of us probably also learned how to be effective master procrastinators. Why start an essay the day it's assigned when you could just easily do it the night before it's due and submit it at 11:58 p.m., praying the internet cooperates and your paper due at 11:59 isn't counted late? Why split the work of a group project evenly when you can either do it all yourself or expect someone else to do it all themselves? Through the Zoom meetings, midnight essays, and group projects, We've had some incredible parents and teachers cheering us on for the past 4 years. To our parents, thank you for supporting us, helping with our homework, or at least attempting to do so, sitting in the stands or at sporting events in all kinds of weather, and for being there for no matter what. Teachers, you deserve sainthood for having to hear this question 10 times every class period. Will this be on the test, knowing full well that your answer determines if anyone listens to the next words out of your mouth? Hopefully, whether it was on the test or not, we learned something within the walls of Nyssa High School that'll help us survive the real world, whatever the future may hold. Hopefully, the past 4 years have prepared us for things much greater than anything we've experienced so far. Today's graduation is not an ending if you really think about it. It's the beginning of truly living up to our potential. In the wise words of Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So let's use those brains and steer our feet to success, happiness, and everything life after high school has to offer. Congratulations, class of 2024, and best of luck in the real world.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the incredible class of 2024. Approximately 13 years, 2,340 days, and 56,160 hours is how long our school career has lasted. All this time, but it only felt like 1 minute. 1 minute until class is over. 1 minute until we can leave school. 1 minute until practice is over. Just 1 minute. We are always rushing and waiting until time is up. 1 year left before graduation turned into 1 semester, which turned into 1 month, which eventually turned to 1 week. Next thing we know, it's 1 minute until we leave for good. 1 minute until we never have to step foot into a high school ever again. But we never realized how much we would want another minute. 1 more minute to learn something new. 1 more minute to laugh with friends. 1 more minute to enjoy just being in high school. Today is the day that we've been waiting for since we stepped foot into this building. Today is the day where we say goodbye to this chapter of our lives. Today is the day where we get to say that we made it through high school, and we get to celebrate that. We've reached the end of a chapter, but just because a chapter is over doesn't mean you never can go back and relive it. All the memories and experiences you have had in your 4 years here will forever be with you. But right now, these are our last moments. I think that a lot of us in this room had an idea of what today would be like. And maybe for some of us, we're just as confused now as when we were when we walked into this building for the first time. Maybe we have that pit in our stomachs and our hands are sweating because we don't know what comes next. The truth is, life is unpredictable. And the sooner that we realize that, the sooner we can start on our path to the life we want. Things are going to happen, and I know that my time here sometimes felt like the only thing I could do was give up. High school was challenging, and I think that all of us at one time or another felt like we couldn't do it. But here we are, in our caps and gowns, waiting for our names to be called to get our diplomas. We made it, we did it, and this chapter of our lives might be over, but we have our whole lives to make more memories. But unfortunately, these are our last moments with the class of 2024. We have reached the end of a chapter, but this new chapter of our lives is just the beginning. This new journey is only starting, and when we walk out these doors today, after we receive our diplomas, this chapter will be closed, and we will forever have the memories that came with the experiences that lived within the walls of a school we all shared. So I'll end with this. No matter what you choose to do after you leave here, you can now say that you graduated from the class of 2024. So congratulations to us. We overcame, and now we're ready for our last moments as a class of 2024. So don't take these last minutes for granted. Thank you.
Dear class of 2024, today is the day. Throughout this week, I tried to write this speech that I'm giving today, but was lost on what to say. And then a thought came to me, another goal accomplished. Imagine this, it's halfway through 2011. We as kindergarten step into the elementary school for the first day of school. When we see our kindergarten teacher, we enter the class and hear a beep sound of a stopwatch. And your teacher says, "Welcome to the start of your next 12-year journey." Today, this stopwatch comes to an end when we turn our tassel. But once we turn it, another beep is made. Now, We all know that hypothetically, we never walked into our first class with the stopwatch starting and ending today, but I wanted to share this analogy to show that we all had our own timer. Everyone here has their own journey and a new one is coming, right as we turn our tassels. But today, I hope we can all become excited for each other and ourselves. Let's take this time to celebrate what we have done and celebrate what is to come. We still have so much to learn and grow, but isn't that why we're here? Michael Jackson says it perfect. In a world filled with hate, we must still dare to hope. In a world filled with hate, we must still dare, I already said that, to dare to hope, my bad. In a world filled with anger, we must still dare to comfort. In a world filled with despair, we must still dare to dream. And in a world filled with distrust, we must still dare to believe. I dare all of us to take this challenge. Quickly, I'd like to thank my siblings, my parents and family and grandparents, and just family in general for the support and love and experiences. To Ashton and his family, thank you for your love and all the late nights hanging out. I'd also like to thank God for being my rock in my life and so much more. I couldn't be here without him. Lastly, I'd like to share my favorite quote and leave that with you guys. May we ever choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. Thomas S. Monson. Thanks.
Fellow graduates, as we stand here today on the threshold of a new chapter in our lives, let's remember all of the qualities that got us to this moment. Perseverance, hard work, and dedication. It wasn't easy, but through determination and resilience, we made it. But let's not forget the support system that stood us by us every step of the way. Our families have been our rock, supporting us through thick and thin. Our friends have been our confidence, laughing with us during moments of joy and lending an ear during times of sorrow. Throughout our time as students, we have faced countless challenges and obstacles. We have all experienced moments when it seemed easier to give up than to keep pushing forward. Yet we continue to persevere, showing up every day, ready to tackle whatever came our way. Perseverance is not just a trait, it is a mindset. So go on with determination and courage, knowing that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. I am proud to be a part of this great nation, America, where opportunities are bound for those who work hard and dream big. Congratulations, class of 2024, we did it.
Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, and faculty. I have counted it up, 4 years, 22 months, and 636 school days, from our beginning to our end. I hope we don't forget all the memories we have made. Don't take it for granted, they say. These 4 years fly by. And as freshmen, we didn't believe them, but now as we are sitting here about to walk across the stage, reality is setting in. Some of us are going off to college or trade school, and some of us are even staying here and have no clue what to do. But here we are about to start a brand new chapter of our lives. Somehow we got here through the pandemic, the long nights of studying. Let's be real, most of us never studied. The tests, the finals in Blanchard's class, and the visits to Mr. Vickers' office, some more than others. As we graduate today, I want you to all remember that you have come a long way to make it to where you are and where you are going. It may have felt like a long journey, but we are just at the beginning. Before I stop talking, I wanted to thank some people that have helped me get to where I am today. To Mrs. Fournier for making me feel loved and teaching me where to put commas and periods. To Mr. Blanchard for being one of my favorite people and making me like math just a tiny bit. To Mr. Long for pushing me to do better and always having the best advice. To Adam and Destiny for making me laugh, and to my friends for just being there. Huge shout out to Gracie, Maya, Carol, and Emma. I want to also thank my mom and dad for being my biggest supporters. They have pushed me to be great, and I could not be more thankful for that. Growing up, they have always wanted me and my siblings to excel at everything put in front of us, and here I am, just at the beginning of starting my dream. Without them, I would not be where I am today. So thank you. I love you too so much. I'm not good at advice, but as the wise Mr. Long once said, you determine how your life ends up. So interpret that how you will. You are capable of achieving your dreams, and if you put your mind to it, I have no doubt you will accomplish it. Thank you, Nyssa High School and the community for raising us. We did it, class of 2024.
Good afternoon, my name is Amber Draper.
And my name is Belle Wagstaff.
We wanted to start our speech with a little trip to the past and read a portion of a letter that my dad, or most of you know him as Mr. Draper, wrote to our class this year.
Quote, there are so many smart, talented, intelligent, driven, considerate, and good kids in this class. By far, I have been much more impressed by you than I have ever been disappointed. You have a great class personality, and there's no doubt in my mind that you're one of the classes that teachers will love in high school as long as you keep up your positive attitude, work ethic, and behavior, end quote.
I think this statement was pretty accurate for our class up until our senior prank this week. But hey, we are sorry, Mr. Lamb and Mr. Crockett. As we move forward, we need to always remember that success is not a solo act. Throughout our 13 years in Nyssa, we've had the support and love from almost every single Nyssa community member. And honestly, a lot of us would not have been able to graduate without them.
The result of collective efforts, supportive relationships, and a willingness to learn from one another is what got us here today. As we attended school through these past years together, we have been able to share memories, laughs, and good stories. Now that we are moving on to the next chapter, the decisions we make become more important and the words we say even more meaningful.
In high school, we often use the acronym YOLO. For those of you who don't know what it means, it stands for You Only Live Once. It's what people say right before they engage in impulsive or reckless behavior, and it tends to give people an excuse to act pretty stupid. Belle and I will give a demonstration of what this would look like. Let's wear ripped jeans to school just to make Mr. Vickers mad.
YOLO. Let's break into the school tonight and trash all the classrooms and put a traffic cone on the field goal post.
YOLO. Let's do a shoey on the stage at graduation. George, we are not saying to do that, by the way.
YOLO. So yes, doing things in terms of YOLO can be fun. However, we want you to think about defining YOLO in a different way. You do only live once, and at the end of the day, why not live it right?
Instead of being reckless, be intentional.
Instead of being clueless and careless, be caring and considerate.
Instead of holding grudges, be forgiving.
Instead of limiting your possibilities for growth, develop the talents you have and be the best at what you do. Some examples of this would be,
let's go to college, trade school, or start a business and set ourselves up for the future.
YOLO. Let's meet a hot guy who treats us right, get married, and have lots of kids.
YOLO. Let's be a class that becomes lawyers, business people, teachers, electricians, builders, managers, doctors, scientists, athletes, or whatever we want to be.
YOLO. You Only Live Once serves as an impactful reminder of the importance of seizing every opportunity, cherishing every moment, and living life to the fullest. It encourages us to embrace adventure, take risks, and pursue our passions without hesitation.
While it's essential to be mindful of our responsibilities and obligations, it's equally vital to savor the richness of life and make the most of our time on this planet. So let's make each day count, creating memories, pursuing our dreams, and spreading joy wherever we go. After all, we do only get one shot at this beautiful journey. So class of 2024, YOLO.
Travis Sapp will now do the presentation of our class. He's not just our social studies teacher, he's the one that got all of our seniors through their careers class and senior projects this year. Did an outstanding job with it. So here's Travis Sapp.
Good afternoon. My name is Travis Sapp, and it is my privilege to present to you the graduating class of 2024. Before we get to it, I'd like to do something a little fun. Everybody in the crowd that has graduated from Nyssa High School, would you please stand? Stay standing, just stay standing. If you guys that are standing would please, with me, my fellow alumni, welcome the class of 2024 to our exclusive club. Thank you guys, have a seat. Nyssa is a very special place. Our school is big enough to not feel like a small school, but it's also small enough that you get to build real relationships with every student. Recently, I was golfing with a student that graduated from Nyssa High School a few years ago, and it reminded me of how blessed I am to be a teacher here. This class has many students that will be lifelong friends to many staff members here. This class, 2024, is full of day ones. Very few ops, no cap. This year, I had the unique privilege of having these seniors in class twice a day, a first for me. Every day they came to school, listened to the various lectures, participated in all the assignments, and completed phenomenal senior projects. By doing this, the class of 2024 set a high standard for future classes in room 13. While I know they are excited to be done with this portion of their lives and move on to brighter and bolder futures, it would be a lost opportunity if they left Nyssa not knowing how much of an impact they made on our school. As freshmen, they had the weird experience of coming back to school in person after Christmas after being online for almost a year. As sophomores, they had to relearn what it was like to be full-time students again. That year, they got to experience something that was awesome. A girls' basketball state championship, as well as girls' track and field state championship. Now, again, I would like to do something with the crowd. If you or your child or your brother or sister or son or daughter has won a championship as a member, coach, individual state placer, please stand. Please be seated. This class has helped Nyssa get back on a path to excellence in many ways. As juniors, this class helps to bring back school pride. They brought back a joyous innocence that made school feel normal again. They helped return our school to an environment of fun and camaraderie that was sorely missed. This year, as seniors, they embraced the challenge of becoming adults while still allowing their teachers and staff to help them grow in the final steps of their youth. These seniors are no longer children. This group of students are now adults who will go into the world and make it a better place. They have formed lifelong bonds with each other, friendships that will carry on far longer than they care to remember. The relationships that they have with their classmates, their peers, and their staff here at Nyssa High School will serve as an example to you for the rest of your life. If you show up every day, you do the tasks that are put in front of you, and get along with the people around you, you will make this world a better place for everyone who comes to know you. Thank you to the parents and family of the class of 2024. You have brought up wonderful students and people. Thank you to all the teachers and staff members who have taught this class since they were tiny little kindergartners, scared and worried to be at school. Thank you to the class of 2024. You have made being around you fun and enjoyable. Your presence will be sorely missed on our halls, on our teams, in our classrooms. Bruh, for real, we finna let you cook. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Sapp. Nyssa School District Board of Directors and community, as a superintendent of the Nyssa School District, I present to you the graduating class of 2024, and I can attest they have met all state and local standards to receive their diploma today. We wish them the absolute best in our community. Seriously, guys, congratulations.
Hello, I am Pat Morinaka. I am currently the school board chairwoman. Up here we have with me Dustin Martinson, Megan Robbins, Maribel Ramirez, and Susie Ramos. They're all members of your school board. On Monday, I asked Mr. Jackman if I could speak to you for a few minutes. He said, the program's already gone to the printer, but I think we can squeeze you in for the last word. I don't mind that at all, just ask my husband. Everyone has alluded to something that's very important, but no one has spoken about it directly. I want to talk to you about something that is going to impact you for the rest of your lives. It's called your zip code. When you were in kindergarten, preschool, or the first grade, you were introduced to one of the most underrated philosophers that I know. His name is Winnie the Pooh. And one day in the dark wood, Winnie the Pooh said to his friends Eeyore, Rabbit, and Tigger, you cannot get where you want to go by staying where you're at. Or, to put it into today's vernacular, by paraphrasing Taraji P. Henson, if you want to do something, if you want to be somebody, change your zip code. And today, that's exactly what you're doing. You're changing your zip code. You are going from zip code 9791 Nyssa High School to 9791 the rest of your life. In 9791 Nyssa High School, you show up late for class, you get a tardy slip, you go to the office. In 9791 the rest of your life, you show up late for work. Once, that might be okay. 2, 3, 4 times, your boss is going to come to you and say, you're unreliable, you're fired. No job means no money. No money means no food on the table, no place to live. In zip code 9791 Nyssa High School, you ignore that assignment you were given. You flunk the test. Your teacher says, well, tomorrow you can have a makeup test. You get a free do-over. In 9791 the rest of your life, you sign a contract for a new car or a new house. You don't read that contract and you fail to live up to the terms of that agreement, your car is going to be repossessed, your house will be foreclosed on. You get a do-over, but that do-over comes with a steep price tag. Not only do you lose your car, lose your house, you've lost the down payment, you've ruined your credit rating, you've possibly wrecked your reputation, and you may have lost the trust of your family and your friends. In a few short minutes, however, you're going to get a gift to help you make that transition. And you're looking at me and you're saying, a gift? I'm getting a diploma, and I have earned that diploma. And I'm looking at you and I'm saying, you're right. You earned that diploma, but that diploma is not the gift. The gift is inside the diploma. The diploma is just the gift wrap. The real gift is the skill, the knowledge, the resources, the social strength, the mental toughness, the work ethic, the resilience, and the depth of character you have learned and practiced, developed, and have for the rest of your life. No matter where you are, no matter what you do, you'll always refer back to this gift. But of course, as in all things, there's a string attached. To fail to do your best is to surrender the gift. Those are not my words. Those are the words of Steve Prefontaine. For you who do track, Steve Prefontaine is the distance runner for whom the Prefontaine Classic is named. Now you're saying, so what does a distance runner who died 50 years ago have to do with me and my future? In 1972, Steve Prefontaine was 4th at the Summer Olympics in the 5,000 meter. In 1976, it would be the next Olympics that he could run for, and he was practicing very, very hard to achieve that goal when he died in 1974. He was 23 years old. That is 5 years older than most of you in this graduating class. Life is filled with uncertainty. Do not surrender your gift. And so, class of 2024, congratulations on changing your zip code. And best wishes on using the gift. And lastly, thank you from zip code 97913. Thank you for the future innovations, adaptations, changes, and joy you will create in zip code 9791, wherever you take yourself.
We'll now have the presentation of the diplomas by myself, Brett Jackman, the high school principal, our superintendent, Ryan Hawkins, and members of our school board.
Right there?
We're good?
We appreciate Mr. Brian Beck and
Test.
Mr. Lee Long for announcing the names.
The real reason we came. Belle Wagstaff. Ambry Noel Draper.
Brenna Helen Kessler. Sabrina Rayanne Esteves. Glenn Stryker Hartley.
Austin Smitty Baker. Ashton Dale Wilson. London McKay Hartley. Alicia Van Meter. Colette Brianna Schuster. Carolina Pavani Nunez de Sousa.
Dawson Matthew Richards. Garrison Marshall Page. Spencer Jean Romans.
Clarissa Aresmendi. Clarita Aresmendi.
Jenny Monke. Eliana Monk. Delenn Wright.
Andrea Jocunde Ortiz. America Jocelyn Ortiz Guzman.
Brianna Jo Fuller. Taylor McKell Hack. Emma Grace Lucero. Perla Palacio.
Jaden Mark Madrid. Angel Adan Gil. Luis Fernando Alvarez.
Ramon Iniguez. Colton Dwight Fales. Morgan Michelle Johns.
David Diaz Diaz. Adrian Jesus Prado. Andrew J.L. Farrell. Hunter Lyle Marvin Freer. Ryan Austin Richardson. Dylan Kirk Robbins.
Samara Krogan. Destiny Isabella Reyes. Kiana Corthin.
Halina Reyes. Taylor Bridget Cassidy. Andrew S. Medrano.
Francisco Andres Damian Miranda. Jorge Luis Candelas. Susana Lopez. Echo Nyla Candy Kenworthy. Logan Wayne Carey. Cesar Colling.
Jasmine Selena Ortiz. Fernanda Reyes. Aritzel Salgado Perez. Carlos Manuel Ramirez. Mario Rayleigh Ramirez. Erika Yoshugi Ramirez Magallanes. Gustavo Antunes Trinidad. Leticia Trinidad.
Ethan Allen Cornell. Briley Ernest Rios. Abigail Faith Bunn. Taylor Rose Martinez.
Erwin Trinidad Cervantes. Victor Manuel Celedonio Gonzalez. Anthony Arizmendi. Maria Isabel Fermin Rog. Oyuki Amasquita.
James David Hamilton. Aiden Lucas Wilson. Amado William Chavez.
Jay Rojas. Nicholas Pedraza. Oscar Montez Cuevas.
Héctor Trinidad. Joe Emeterio Zuniga.
Daniel Pedraza. Giovanni Lopez Ramos.
Eduardo Terán González. Benjamin Mardock. Jesse Orion Biggers. Eric Valdivia. Kevin Israel Correa Torres.
Class of 2024, please join me in the turning of our tassels. Congratulations.
Please remain seated as they march out, and they'll be outside over here in the courtyard to greet you.